So I launched my company while still in employment. And by launch, I don't mean I had a business idea or I was doing moonlighting and everything. No, I don't mean that. I mean, I did a full blown event to launch my new company while still in employment. Guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for yet another a time for us to share ideas and experiences and lessons, and so that we can be able to help each other, assist each other. This is your girl in change and excellence. I always tell you, if what you want in life is change and excellence and growth in any area of your life, then I am your sister in the journey. I'm in your corner and I'm here for you. And this vlog, I want to speak about how I launched my company was still in employment, and I'm telling you, the fear, the stress, the pressure, it was too much. But you know what, it was worth it. That's why I'm here and I'm doing this vlog today, because I know there are many people who have a business idea. You know, you are in that place, maybe you're in employment, but you know you are built for more. You know, for you, your end game is really getting into your own business, having your own company, having your own business. You know that's your end game, you know that's what you're working towards. But right now you're just somewhere trying to manage your finances and everything. And so I got into this job first of all because and I, by the way, I've done I think it's important you look at this for this video, why I quit my job after almost 5 years. It's down below on the link. Please click it so that you see you know why I was quitting the job and everything. But in that video, I'll say I got into a job, and the first thing I wanted to do when I got into it was quit. And I did quit after 4 years and 8 months. So even when I got into a job and I wanted to quit and do my own business. I knew that and I had that idea, but I didn't even know what kind of business I would do. I didn't have an idea. I just knew that somewhere along the way I have to get out and do my own thing. So but I didn't really know what I'll be doing. And this is at the thing, and I want to really cut the story short. I don't know how long this video will take, but I'll make sure it takes 15 minutes at most. I'll try. And you know, I was working in this company. It was like it was a good company here in Nairobi, Kenya, and it was an IT company. And you know, for me, I knew I'd keep waking up every day to quit. You know, the way when you wake up, especially Mondays, Jesus, whew, I'd wake up and ask myself, oh my God, when will the day be done? Because I was feeling like there's so much within me and I don't know how to bring it out. And I can't bring it out in this place. You know, I'd always feel that. I don't know, but you know, at this time, I need a job because I need to pay bills and everything, and I need to have a job. You get it, yeah. Some of us, I know we're just there, we just have a job, but your heart and soul are long gone from that place. You know, some of us, maybe you're there. And for me, the reason why I now, after 4 years and 8 months, I'm quitting is because I found purpose. I always say, please, if you want to leave your job because your boss sucks, because the company sucks, the whole thing sucks, and you hate it, you just hate everything, let me tell you, you'll have a very hard time. If you're quitting to be your own boss, you'll have a very rough time, because as I always say, if you're getting into business, then you know you have many bosses. Your clients are your bosses. Today, I can't say, well, I'm an MD of my company, but you know, I can't say that now I'm the overall, I'm everything. No, my clients are my bosses. Like even now, I'm doing this video. It's I think on 20th. This is 20th of December. I'm doing this video on 20th of December 2021. And I haven't even closed work because I still have some clients who are still booking me for their stuff, you know, and for programs on 23rd. And I can't just say that, you know what, you know, I'm not doing that, you know, I've already closed. I can't say that because I still have my targets for the, you know, for the quarter. I want to see if I can really hit those targets. So so they're my bosses, they're still keeping me here, I'm still working, you get. So that would be the wrong reason to say for me to be my own boss and everything. You know, to have more time. Yeah, want more time for what? You want more time for what? Because if you're not using your time well, where you are, you always squander your time. At the end of the day, you're always looking back and wondering, what did I do with my time? Even when you quit your job and you get into your own thing, you still be squandering time and doing so little, and you end up backtracking and getting back to employment. So for me, I was quitting because I found purpose. Okay, and now I was launching and I got into personal development programs and everything. I always tell you, for me, personal development was huge. It was a big breakthrough for me. Personal development, working on myself, getting a life coach, getting a mentor. For me, that was my game changer in life. That was one game changer in life. Like, my life skyrocketed, got into another tangent, another direction. Personal development. So, and that's how I even had the guts of thinking I can launch a company. So I get into this motivational speaking academy and public speaking academy, and my coach, we are so many of us, we are over 200 of us, and my coach says, my coach had asked me, what do you want to do, Sarah? Well, how do you want to inspire the world? And I said, I want to inspire change in the world. I just knew that my life was changing. I could see some changes in my life, and I wanted to be able to inspire the same to other people. I didn't know how, but I just had an idea. That's what I want. So he told me, sir, I want you to form a group. And in this group, WhatsApp group, how many people are in your WhatsApp? On WhatsApp, I said over 2,000. I was a salesperson, so I always had contacts here and there. So I want you to get 100 of those people, put them in a WhatsApp group, and start sending them motivational messages or messages that inspire change, as you say. And I did that, and it was not easy. I think I speak about that experience in another video where I speak about what I quickly learned after quitting my job. I'll also link the video here. That one was interesting. The video will also is not down there, so you'll see two links there for those two videos I've talked about. And I won't go into the details of how that went, the WhatsApp group, but let me tell you, the next thing he told us, and for me, I did it. I had reached a point in life where I needed somebody to direct me around life. Like, you're trying managing life on your own and you realize, no, you're not getting anywhere, and you need to be honest with yourself that you need help. So I was willing to do everything, pay the price. I was willing. So my coach said, Sarah, why don't you launch a program? And actually, he was not just telling me, he was telling all of us in the class. Why don't you launch a program or a company to show the world what you want to do for the rest of your life, or to show the world what you want to do, or your goal, or your dream. What can you launch something. So I had one friend of mine who launched a book, and I was like, it was successful. He was successful. Another one launched, I don't know what they launched a company or whatever. They launched something. So I was like, for me, I said, I believed. I'm telling you, I had really believed, and I'm telling you, we were over 200 in that class. Only about 5 of us, less than 10, actually followed what the coach said. And those people who followed today, they are very far in life. Very far in life. And so for me, I said, you know what? I'm thinking too much about a program. I'll figure it out. Right now, I need to launch a company. Do you know what I did? Right now, I'm still employed and working on myself, following my coach here is going to see how this coaching is done in corporate trainings and everything, and mind you, this company where I was working as a salesperson. I was a key account manager, but don't get lost in those words. It's basically sales, hardcore sales. So I'd have corporates and everything, we'd sell to them products and services and all that in the company. So, and then I'm getting into a whole new area of life coaching, training, capacity building, mentorship, like, it's not even what I studied in this, because I studied a Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. But when you find your purpose and passion, let me tell you, it fuels you to learn. I took a lot of courses online on change management, personal development, leadership. I have so many certificates. I think if there's a certificate for having many certificates, an award, I should get that award. Recommend me. Because I really worked on myself, and this time I'm still employed, I'm still there, I'm still working, but I'm figuring else, and my coach said that we need to launch something. If you're really serious and you want the world to know you for what you're passionate about. And for me, I realized I was growing and developing that passion of being able to help people, speaking to people, inspiring them, inspiring hope and everything, and for me, I knew I wanted to do that. I didn't know if I wanted to do that for the rest of my life, but at that moment in life, I knew that's what I wanted to do. So this is where the story begins, I guess. So for me, I said I'll launch a company. So what I did is, I remember my coach was from Congo. He was from DRC, but he was in Kenya, and he was like the biggest motivational speaker, corporate trainer in Kenya at the time. And he was telling us about blue diamonds, the way they are so rare. Congo has a lot of DRC. That is, they have a lot of minerals and what have you. And he was telling us about minerals in Congo, diamonds, like the blue diamonds are the rarest and most expensive diamonds, I think, in the world, or in Congo. He was telling us that. And for me, I said, what do I call my company? Blue Diamonds. Blue Diamonds Consultants, that's it. Then I wrote something on how I wanted the services, the trainings I'll be doing, the corporate talks, the team building, the what. I didn't even know how to do team building. But at least I had seen some small things here and there that I had to learn later. Change management, what? Like, I didn't even do, me, I'm one person who, I don't believe in perfection before I start. I wasn't gonna wait for that. And then by the time I was even launching this company, I was I hadn't even registered it. I hadn't registered it. For me, it was just a name. And then I went to a designer. They did for me a logo, and we did like a small flyer poster with details of the company, what we do and everything. And I said I'm launching, and I set a date. I remember the date was 2nd November 2015. I will never forget. Jesus. And I'm telling you, this particular day, I set the date, and it was a Monday. It was a Monday, and I remember even going to, going for some of those meetings with the coach, and with the other students, and some of them were event planners, and they would say, those of you setting events on Mondays, you should know that Mondays are not days to have events. I don't no, what? Like, I remember feeling so bad because, like, oh my god, and I had booked the venue as KICC, Kenyatta International Conference Center, and that place is expensive. And the reason why I had put it there at KICC is because that's where we used to have our classes for the academy. So I knew the place for events is there. It's KICC. Like, it was expensive, but I paid the hall. A hall that could accommodate about 250, 70 people around there. And they say some nasty things. And then another person in the same meeting, I remember, because let me tell you, when you're trying to step out of yourself, step out of your comfort zones, you will always have people who are pulling you down and people who will discourage you and everything. So another person still in the academy in that meeting, wakes up and says, I remember I had just stood and invited people, telling them, guys, I'll be launching my company on 2nd of November. It's next Monday. And this person, first of all, that lady student said that those of you doing events on Monday, with an attitude, with a sick attitude, like, y'all. Yeah. Oh my god. And number two, I remember that's the only date I could get for KICC, that Monday. Other dates were booked, and for me that was the place for events. That's all I knew. So I couldn't even get any other day. I tried. I only got a Monday. And then another person's student said that, I think they didn't think I could express myself well, and they thought I'm just being pressured into launching my company and doing copying what everyone else seemed to be doing. So they say, those of you who you can't speak very well, you're not very confident, they're just speaking about me. So he actually spoke to shoot me down, like, you can't speak very well, you don't have the confidence. First of all, build the confidence, and for you to be able to do an event. Like, they really had, they didn't think I could do anything much. I could launch, I even speak before people. I think they had observed me and seen, oh, for me, it doesn't look like I can actually make it, or okay. He really discouraged me. He said something very discouraging, oh my god, that on my confidence, just attacking my confidence and public speaking skills. Like, don't worry, that story ends real well. I've spoken in I think some of the biggest podiums in the world. traveled many countries, and I'm paid to speak. So the story ends real good. Yeah, so even now I'm preparing to go and speak somewhere, but when I think about some of the comments that were made at that time, if I chose to believe them, oh my god, I wouldn't have launched my dream, and I probably would still be at the same place as I was at that time, or even in a worse place. So for me, I went past through all of those things, and discouragements, they were there. And then the thing is, I had never launched anything before. I never launched a company. I didn't know. So I was just doing, I was just following instruction, you get. So and then I started doing the posters. And my coach was asking, where's the poster? And I was hesitating minutes, so I did the poster. Of course, my coach was, I had written there, it's one of the speakers and some other speakers that I got, 3 other speakers that I got. And now my poster is out there. Sarah Munyi is launching a company on this date, company launch. Now I'm still employed. Let me tell you, my biggest worry and fear and stress is that one of my colleagues at work will see my poster, or even it gets to my MD, because that would mean, of course, being fired, and it wouldn't be funny. So I was really praying that nobody sees them, because I knew there's no way I'm going to have an event and I don't speak about it, I don't shout about it. So I was all over Facebook, wherever. Now the thing is that I had made sure that nobody in the company was my friend on Facebook. I had made sure of that. And of course, my Facebook posts mostly, they were private, that like you have to be my friend to see them. And then I had so many, I think I had almost like 5,000 people. So this is what happened. And I think it's only one person in the company who came, and it was my friend, who I knew they couldn't betray me, because we were moonlighting together, everything like that. It's only one person who came, who I invited, yeah, and they didn't speak about it, of course. And let me tell you, 2nd November 2015 came. The event was supposed to start at 5:30. By 5:40, the event was full. I mean, the room was full, packed like this. Like, I entered that hall. I had told that I got an MC, and my MC, I remember my MC calling me at about 5:30 and telling me, Sarah, we need to start. Because people came early. People came all the way at 4:30. They were starting to feel it. And then I'm seeing people I don't know. And I'm wondering, who are these people? Oh my God. They're coming to see a very big speaker, a very big life coach, a very big motivational speaker, a very big corporate trainer. And I'm like, yo, I started asking myself, what have I done? What have I done? Who are these people? Who are these people? And I wanted to fall down. I entered that hall and I wanted to fall down. I don't know how I'll be able to tag some of those videos, photos in this video you see, because the room was packed like this. My church members, church people, they came. Of course, I had invited people in church, my people in the academy, friends from everywhere, they had come. And people I didn't know had come, because people were sharing the poster. Like, I had even hired people to give, because we used to organize events for my coach, and he'd have events where we have 5,000 people coming and everything. So I had learned some of the ways, how you organize an event, from there, because I would volunteer to organize. So I had even paid some people, to be giving those handouts, those flyers of the event, and they had my face. They had my face, the title, everything, company launch in town. They were doing that. And I was just praying, wait, okay, I hope they don't get, my boss or anyone in the company doesn't get me on this. And at least it didn't happen. So come the day of the event, the speakers were there, they spoke, everything. My time came, I spoke. Let me tell you, I hadn't slept for days. Just getting this speech into my mind. Getting the speech into my mind, I had not slept for days. I'm telling you, and I'm still working. I'm still in employment. And I remember it was a Monday. Imagine, it was a Monday, And for me, I think, it was the biggest thing I ever did. I stepped out of myself. I stepped out of my comfort zone. I did something new. And a new person was born that day. A new person was born that day. It was dramatic. And We did a cake. It was so good. We launched, and I was telling people this is what I'm doing, and I was speaking about change management. This is what we'll be doing. And people are asking me, but Sarah, I thought that you are in IT and everything, and I was telling them, yeah, until I found my true north, and this is my true north: inspiring change, inspiring hope to people. This is my true north. This is what I want to do. So oh my god, that is a crazy story of how I launched my company while still in employment. Now I wouldn't still quit. Now I had another pressure, and I'm finishing this video in the next two minutes. The other pressure came that now I have launched. I don't have office. I've not even registered the company. There's nothing. I had only made business cards and those posters. And for me, I always say, please start with what you have. I had the will to start. Just start. This thing you're waiting everything to be perfect, everything, have a website, nini, so that you do a launch. It's good to plan. I'm a person who I love planning and everything, and giving the best, but sometimes you've just got to start the journey with what you have. And for me, all I had was the will to start. I had the will to start, and I was going to start with what I heard, and I was not gonna wait, until I quit the job so that I launch. When would I quit? By the way, do you know from that time, that was 2nd November 2015, I quit my job in August 2016. That's when I quit the job. Like seriously. So, and the pressure was now that I've already launched. People are like, wow, but you mean you're still working? So it was very hard for me to explain, like, you've launched a company and you're still working in another company. Like, it was hard for me to explain that to some people. So I was really plotting, how do I really quit and start my thing? And I've already recorded that in the video that I've attached here. What I quickly learned after quitting my job to start my own business. It's there. You find the story there. It's another story, whole story. But for me, I realized I think it's important I tell the stories of my life. Let me tell you, one unique thing about you is your story. And even if we go through the same experience in life, we didn't go through it the same way. No one has experienced life exactly the same way you have experienced, and that's what makes your story very powerful. Tell your stories, because for me, I think this is one of the way I can be able to be a blessing to you, inspire you, help you, and even get to learn from each other. So that's the how I crazily launched my company. And from there, of course, later I would register the company. And that was, by the way, I even registered like a whole year later. A whole year later, I was just procrastinating and everything. But at least when I quit my job, my employment, now to really concentrate on the business, and speaking to people and everything, capacity building, motivational speaking, corporate training, team building. That's when now I started like getting at least getting some of these things you need to get for the company. You need a website, you need what else, you need an office. Yes, you need to register the company. That's when I started. Well, that's how crazy it was. Let me know the craziest thing you did in employment. Let us share, and please don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell so that you know when I post new videos. Thank you.